Yeah, so looking at US 30 today. Yesterday we got this massive push to the upside from FOMC. Then I guess last night in that Asia Asia session, Asia and London, we got that pullback to these highs right here. And then now we're potentially going, seems like we want to go to this all-time high up here because we close outside of the range of this zone that we were rejecting from the other day. So we closed outside, we had a pullback. So now it seems like we want to go all the way. So I don't know. I'm open to buys here and I'm also hoping to sell to come back down because I just realized, in this general area that we're in this general area that we're in, we have had multiple rejections. So yeah, I'm open to buys and I'm hoping to sells. Only thing I do not like is we are at the here where I would like to take buys. Because if we start breaking above 120, 128 right here, I'll be open to take buys right here. 50 point stop loss. For 1 to 2. Damn. Already at that here. And I do not want to enter yet. Don't want to get put in these buys and then market immediately open and just drop. It's really and truly, that would suck. Actually interested in getting sales under here. But down to this one. I don't know. Let me he already break below. Gold. Oh damn, gold came back on the highs. Shit, I missed this. Yeah, I don't want to put my entry right now and then it just immediately trigger me. Butterfly. I would like to take cells at, let me take this one. Let me say 40. Say the cell stop at 40. I don't know. For some strange reason, I feel like we're gonna reject this area again. 5 minutes left for market open. I feel like we're gonna reject this area again and come back down. Because yesterday, this was yesterday, right? Yeah. Yesterday we came up, top right back on here, pull back under here, drop through in Asia. Come all the way back up, top on here again. And now we top this and rejecting. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather take 140. A little bit higher. Outside of the range. The fuck is this? Oh, shit. Never delete my sell stuff on yesterday. Yeah. The market they come in and stop me in yesterday. It uh that's six in the order. 140. Up there. No what? Okay. Bye stop. Sit. I just don't want 8:30 candle put me in. Stop me out. Then going on my way. See? That shit already put me in. Open orders. Stop loss. Exactly what I never want to happen. 10 seconds left. I'm gonna delete my sell order. About that. 1 second. This is never. All right, we get the push up. Probably I go take a 1 to 1. I don't think we go hold it to a 1 to 2. I'm not like here over there. Now I'm greedy to them. I take a 1 to 1. Come on. 500 or more. So we kind of reject the highs right. That's a kind of reject the highs them over here. So I don't like that. Yeah, man, call it a day. All right, I'll take that. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You want to give me two? You want to go 2,000? Come on, come on, come on. Nice, baby. Damn, drop back fast. Come on, give me that push. All right, I'm gonna take 2,000. 2,100, 2,002, 2,003. Nice, nice. I'm back up again, man. Come on, one more push. 3 grand. 3 grand. One more push out there, 3 grand. Really? You know, I'm going 3 grand. We literally got 2 8. Come on, you can't give me 2 bills. 100, 200, come on. 100. All right. Close 3,100. Beautiful trade. Beautiful fucking trade. $3,000 right here, up on the money. Right. And watch it fly. This is what it is. Catch it. Oh shit, me not take it on my next account. Damn. Me not take it on my live account. Shit. You realize I'm gonna set no orders now. Beautiful trade. I'm figure more or less the moment we break out of the highs over here, so we hug off that push. Me just never want market candle for push down and stop me out. That's why I remove my sell order too, because I realize say we are about to make continue though. Because I'm sure if we look, we were bearish over here, so because we had a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low. This was potentially gonna be the lower high because this high is gonna would have been lower than this high right here. So if we had stopped here and came all the way down, we would have continued the downtrend structure. But we shift right here because these candle close above this high, also above this rejection zone. So potential is we shift structure. Now we came back and create so we create a higher high. Now we came and create a higher low because this low would have been higher than this low. So we create a higher low right here. And now potentially we're going to create a higher high up here. But why I was interested in the cells is we had this major area of rejection. There was a potential we could have created a double top and came at least back on top of these candle again. We could have came and double test this zone before continuing our shifting back bearish. Because if we break below here, that means we're about to start going all the way back down to these ones. But yeah, so that's pretty much what trading is. Like on the money, 5 minutes. And if I let's say I had $1,000 account and I was risking $200, I would have just made $400 with just this trade. 5 minutes, $400 by just having like $1,000 in my account. I risking $200. If I was risking $100, I would have made um $200 because it's a 1 to 2. So whatever you were risking, and when you say risk, is not that you put the money on the like you actually lose the money. Risk meaning if the market had gone the opposite way, you would have only lose the $100 if you were risking $100. But because the market went your way, instead of losing $100, you made two times that would have been $200. And right now, that $200 would have been potentially 300. So if I had held the trade a little bit longer, instead of me closing at 3,000, because I was risking $1,500 per trade, close at 3,000. So I would have closed at 4 or 5 if I had held it a little bit longer. But I'm satisfied with $300, with $3,000. I'm perfectly fine. It is what it is. You're not gonna catch. So the game of trading is not always. A lot of people think it's, oh, I want to catch all of this move and all of that move. Nah, it's just to make money. You don't need to catch all the move. You just need to catch one nice move. Because you don't want to be entering a trade, let's say over here. All right, boom. You enter a trade over here, and you're saying it's gonna come all the way back down to this zone. Here we had this two candle majority drop, but look at all of these 5 minute candle. So that's why people take trade in New York session. Let me turn on my session. Look, in New York session, push. New York session, push. Like all of these green candle that you're seeing is New York session. Look on these push, push, push. Look outside of the green candles. Nothing really happens. Nothing really happens. So these right here is London and Asia session. Nothing happens. Like, yeah, you might get some move in London and Asia some days, but it's not often look like this Asia session drop. Yeah, that's a decent drop from this rejection area, but it wasn't a rejection area as yet because, oh yeah, it was. We had this over here. But the market pretty much do the same thing. So if you like, for instance, I never saw that zone over there, but look exactly where the market reject from. This right here, this right here, this right here. So that's how you actually, it's not, I wouldn't say predict the market, but that's how you have an idea of what the market is going to do based on structure and what it done previously. Because if you realize we break below here, we came back, we use it as resistance and we dropped. If we break above and we came back down, because we're above now, we would have you're not gonna take a buy right here. You're gonna take a buy after we break back above because now we're using this. It's not one number, it's like an area. So now you're using this area has support to go higher. So when you break back above, you would want to take buys. You're not gonna look for sales until we shift structure. So first you want to find the structure of the market. So we're in a bullish structure. So you're supposed to be looking for buys. Okay, fine. Where you want to look for buys? On breakouts. So if the market was more down here, my entry would have been above this zone right here. And if I was looking for sells, it would have been below or potentially all the way below down here. Just depends on where the market is. So you always want to take a trade at some key areas or structure. Whenever we break structure, that's how you get good entries where the market go from your entry all the way to your TP instead of consolidating up down, and you want to enter trades around sessions because sessions is what push volume in the market. If you're some people, yeah, you can trade all day, every day, but the market doesn't move. I mean, it doesn't give you these type of push, these type of move all day, every day. You will get these in session open or sometimes whenever we have volatile news like this trade that I held yesterday, Wednesday, FOMC. I was in buys. I mean, I was already in buys on gold and pushed me up thousand, I think it was like 1,500, come all the way down to about $400 negative, and then all the way up to $2,000. I closed at $2,000, came back down. I initially wanted to take a next entry down here again because I would have probably been up. Shit. When I looked at it this morning, it was right here. I would have probably been up $1,000 more up here. And yeah, but if you realize, look and go, you see how all these candles stop right here. And then whenever we are below, he does want to break above, just leaving wicks. Break above, came back down, use it as support again to push back up. Drop below, you use it here twice as resistant. And then right here, news doesn't respect structure. That's why people say don't trade around news. But if you know what, if you watch the news, then you can potentially know where the market is go based on what the news is saying. So yeah, that's the only reason why I actually held this buy. And then we came back down again and use it as support. So we use the resistance a few times and then we use it as support right here. Push all the way up. And it's pretty much the same thing. Support and resistance. A lot of people give it different name. ICT, order block. Order block is just, people would have said this is an order block. So the last sell candle before market breakout, and then this. So this kind of break above, close above this one, came back down, tapped in the order block, continue up. It's the same shit. We break above, so we break above resistant, came back down and use resistant on a smaller time frame. If you go on a smaller time frame as support to continue high, because right here, look, same shit. This is 1 minute, and the same thing happened on every single time frame. This is 1 minute. Look at this. We break out, came back down, use it as, because if you realize we use it as resistant a few times, then we finally break and close outside, came back down, use it as support, continue all the way up. It's the same shit, literally. So the only thing is the time frames are different, but it's the same thing. Damn, man, look at that. That would have been 140 entry. That would have been a 1 to 5. Shoo. That would have been a 1 to 5. 1,500 times 5 would be what, 7.5? Shoot. That is nice. That is nice. Yeah, I'm satisfied with what I got. I just never. Alright, we can delete this. Come here, already done trade. Just never expect. I know we have potential to come back at them highs over here, so because this is all-time high. Never expect it to come back to all-time high. Because if you realize we've never been this high before. Look, only this is all the way back in 2011, 2006, 2000, what is 3? That's when US 30 started, 2003. And if you realize what we do now, so we're currently breaking that all-time high or testing that all-time high again. Yeah, we're currently testing that all-time high. So this would be the peak of the high right here. So we are around that, rejection that we got the last time area. Well, interested to see how tomorrow goes, if we're gonna get, because the last time we came here, you realize what we did. We sell off all the way down, all the way down to 45,700. So let's see. Next week should be interesting. If we break above and maintain above, then we'll trade it in the blind, or probably trade UJR goal next week if we start breaking above. Because I like to have, just like how I had my TP or I had my zones to the left. If you're trading here, you're trading blind. There's no data to the left to say, all right, it's gonna reject from here. Like I don't want to do that. I prefer to trade where I have data where if I entered over here, I know my next rejection is down here. Or if I enter buys over here and I know my next rejection is up here. You enter buys up here, you don't have no zone to the left to say, all right, it probably reject here. Like that is gambling. A lot of people say trading is gambling. Trading is not gambling if you know what you're doing. But doing that is gambling. Is gambling with your money. Not doing that. But yeah, I'm about to be done for the day. I don't know. It is what it is. UJ. I was interested in these break below test pack cells, but because we break below right here, close below. What is what it is.